Okay, gonna set up a baker tent real quick. I like to set it up off of a ridge line. You can also set it up with poles, whatever you want to do, but when I have trees, a ridge line is obviously easier. So I'm gonna speed this up just so you can quickly see the process, but we're using the Pathfinder titanium tent stakes that happen to be on sale right now. I've got one set. This is a new set because I got them when they were on sale. Just bear with me for a couple minutes while I get this set up. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my forester's quilt out of my bedroll sleeve, and of course I've got it in here backwards so the zipper is at the foot end. Why wouldn't I? So I undo it, and then just very simply I tuck it up under my ridge line. The tension of the tarp against the ridge line kind of holds it in place, and then I've got a privacy curtain for if I need to change my clothes, check for ticks. Apparently in my bedroll sleeve my pillow fell out, but you've got a little bit of privacy there. It's not 100% because there's always kind of a little gaps. You can do things to try and tighten that up, but it's not always perfect. But I'm also going to do it with a poncho, because hopefully everybody's carrying a poncho with them as well. So I'm going to tear this down, get it out of the way, and then I'm going to go grab my poncho. Okay, Bella came back to join. Bella, get out of the way. You're in the way. Here's my poncho. It's just a cheap one off Amazon. Obviously you can tie off the hood if you want. Bella, come over here. Good girl. So I'm going to demonstrate the process. Is exactly the same with a poncho. This is kind of like a knockoff Helicon Tex poncho or any military type poncho, and you just tuck it up around the ridge line. And again, it's not quite as great as either. I've used a wool blanket before. That was actually the first time I ever did it, was with a wool blanket to create a privacy curtain. It was a queen size Pathfinder wool blanket. It did a great job. With a little bit tucked up in there, it still kind of barely gets to the ground, but I mean, how many people are sneaking up on you trying to like look up under there? So like I said, it's pretty good. You can slide it one way. The military poncho works, and it should always be part of your kit. I'll go ahead and pack that back up now because it's dry. I had to wear it in the rain at a soccer game earlier today. But yeah, so that's it. It's just a quick modification to a Baker shelter, which is again my favorite tarp shelter. I don't think you can beat it for the amount of room that you get, the coverage that you get. I've had it out in pretty torrential downpours. So there's my military poncho back in its stuff sack. If you are not carrying some type of poncho, pretty durable with grommet tie outs in case you need a shelter as just an emergency backup. I can't recommend carrying one enough, because I mean, this is how big it is. It weighs less than a pound, I would estimate. I am not a scale, obviously, but it packs down. Throw it in the backpack or in your haversack, and then you have shelter if you ever need it. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out some more of this campsite, because there's a lot of debris here, because this is old farmland and people just used to throw their trash in the woods, I guess. That's a thing. All right, thanks for joining me. We're gonna camp out tonight. It's gonna be great. My son actually likes to camp with me. He's the one in the intermediate gear list video. This is a quick camp. There's his tent. There's a fire pit. I brought out a semi wheel, like a semi truck wheel, and we've got some chairs out here in this place where we like to camp. It's not anything crazy or extreme, but it is a way to get outside, and it's super easy because my cousin's literally like 200 yards that way, and we've got everything we need. So again, thanks for joining me. This was a fun thing to do, and shout out to Eric Boyette for the idea. He is gonna be my first subscriber, probably. I don't have a sign off.